For most of her life, Nico Robin believed something terrible about herself. She believed she should not exist. To the world, she was not a child. She was not a victim. She was not even human. She was a threat. From the moment she was 8 years old, Robin became one of the most hunted people on the sea. Not because she committed crimes, but because she could read. Robin possessed the rare ability to read the ancient poneglyphs, mysterious stones that reveal the hidden history of the world. Because of that ability, the world government labeled her the most dangerous child alive. They placed an enormous bounty on her head. 8 years old, branded a criminal, hunted by the entire world. But Robin's story becomes even darker than that, because before she was hunted, she was already alone. Robin grew up on the island of Ohara, surrounded by scholars who were researching the lost history of the world. For the first time in her life, she felt like she belonged. She studied, she laughed, she dreamed of discovering the truth. But the world would not allow that dream to exist. When the government discovered what the scholars of Ohara were studying, they declared the entire island a threat. Their response was absolute destruction. The Marines launched a buster call. Warships surrounded the island. Cannons rained fire across Ohara. Homes burned. Libraries collapsed. The scholars who raised Robin were executed. And in a single day, Robin lost everything. She watched her home disappear in flames. She watched the people who loved her die. And then she was told something that would shape the rest of her life. She was told she was the reason. The government blamed her existence for the destruction of Ohara. A child was forced to carry the weight of a massacre. From that moment forward, Robin ran. She survived by joining criminal organizations, pirates, revolutionaries, anyone who would protect her. But protection never lasted. Every time Robin trusted someone, they betrayed her. Some tried to sell her for the bounty. Others abandoned her to save themselves. Again and again, the same lesson repeated. Trust no one. Care for no one. Expect nothing. So Robin learned to live without hope. She stopped believing she deserved happiness. She stopped believing she deserved friends. And slowly, something inside her began to disappear. Robin did not just lose her home. She lost the belief that she had the right to live. Years later, she would meet a pirate captain unlike anyone she had ever encountered. His name was Monkey D. Luffy. Unlike the others, Luffy never asked about her bounty. He never asked about her crimes. He simply accepted her. At first, Robin didn't understand it. She joined the Straw Hat crew quietly and cautiously, waiting for the moment everything would fall apart. Because that's what always happened. Eventually, the world government came for her again. This time through the secret organization known as CP9. Robin knew what it meant. If she stayed with the Straw Hats, they would die. So she made a choice, a painful one. She surrendered. Robin told the crew she never wanted to see them again. She told them she didn't want to live. To everyone else, it sounded like betrayal. But in reality, it was sacrifice. Robin believed her life only brought disaster. So she decided the best thing she could do for the Straw Hats was disappear. But Luffy refused to accept that answer. At the gates of Enies Lobby, the impossible happened. The Straw Hats declared war on the entire world. Not for treasure, not for power, but for Robin. Standing before the burning flag of the government, Luffy shouted words Robin had never heard before. Say you want to live. Those words broke something inside her. For years, Robin buried her true feelings. She convinced herself that she deserved loneliness, that she deserved to die. But now, someone was demanding the truth. Not the lie she told to protect others, the truth in her heart. Robin tried to resist. She tried to keep pretending. But when she looked at the Straw Hats, she saw something she had never seen before. People who were willing to fight the entire world just to save her. Not because of her power, not because of her knowledge, but because they cared. For the first time in her life, Robin realized something. She was not alone anymore. And in that moment, her walls finally collapsed. Tears filled her eyes, her voice trembled, and after years of silence, she screamed the words she had been too afraid to say. "I want to live." It wasn't just a cry for survival. It was the release of a lifetime of pain. Robin wasn't just asking to be saved. She was finally allowing herself to hope. For the first time since Ohara burned, Robin believed that her life could have meaning, that she could laugh again, travel again, dream again. And the Straw Hats answered that cry the only way they knew how, by fighting the world itself. From that day forward, Robin was no longer the hunted child of Ohara. She was a member of the Straw Hat family, a crew that would face any enemy to protect their own. Robin once believed she was cursed to be alone forever. But sometimes all it takes is one person to prove the world wrong. And for Robin, that person was Monkey D. Luffy. Because in the end, the greatest treasure in this story is not power, it is not fame, and it is not even the One Piece itself. It is the moment someone tells you that you deserve to live.